Next, I want to talk a little bit about the toolbar. Up here at the top of the screen, as I mentioned earlier, it starts with the Microsoft Dynamics GP button. When you select this provides you with some basic navigational elements for Great Plains. You can come to the screen where you can change your user or company, where you can change your user date. You can access the smart list directly from here, your reminders and task list. You also have the option of exiting the application from the Microsoft Dynamics GP menu. To the right of the Dynamics GP menu, we have our Transactions, Inquiry, Reports, and Cards menus. These menus provide you with access to all of the screens within the Dynamics GP system. Now, these screens are organized by task, so if you wanted to enter something into the system, you'd come to the Transactions button to do that. If you wanted to do an inquiry or look up some information, you'd go to the Inquiry screen. And that's where you can get access to a whole host of drill downs and drill arounds to really provide context and meaning to the information that you're looking at. To the right of that is our Reports menu. This is where you can access all 650 of those canned reports. And then we have Cards. Now, Cards is the database of the Great Plains system. This is where you might go to modify a GL account or change a customer's address. Once you select one of these menu items, everything is organized by area or module. So your financial transactions are grouped together, sales transactions, and so forth. So for example, if I wanted to reconcile my checkbook, I would come to Transactions, Financial, and then choose Reconcile Bank Statement. Similarly, if I wanted to enter a cash receipt, I would go to Transactions, Sales, and Cash Receipts. Very simple way to navigate. In the top right corner, we have our Help menu. We're going to do an entire session on what's available in the Help menu and how it can really help you get around in the application and become productive very quickly. It's a great place to go for the answers to all of those questions that come up as you get through training and start using the application on your own. And so again, we will do a session on that to really show you what is available to help you as you use the Microsoft GP application. On the left-hand side, I have my navigation bar. Oh, one more thing on the toolbar. I want to make sure that we add our standard toolbar. What we're viewing here is the main toolbar for GP, but this toolbars area is completely customizable and again, personalizable to you. I'm going to right-click in this area, and I'm going to choose to display my standard toolbar. Now, the standard toolbar provides me direct access to my smart lists, tasks, reminders, and I've got a button here for my reports. If I select this, you'll see every report that I've subscribed to that shows up under the My Reports section on my home page is also displayed here. This makes it really easy to get to reports because no matter where I am within the GP system, even if my home page isn't displayed, all of the reports that I access regularly are one mouse click away. Now this is great, but as a new user, it may be difficult for me to remember what some of these little buttons mean. So I'm going to do one more thing here with my toolbar. I'm going to right-click in the toolbar area and come down to Customize. I'm going to select my standard toolbar. And then in the Controls area here, I'm going to select each item, choose Modify Selection, and have it display both the image and text for that item. And I'm going to do that for all three of these top items. Once I've done that, I'm going to say OK, and you can see that my toolbar has now refreshed itself to display both the image and the text. So now I can really tell what's here up on my toolbar. So now we'll go and talk about the navigation bar over here on the left-hand side. This is our Outlook style Wonder Bar. It works just like the one in Outlook does. You can drag it up and display all of the different items available to you. You can drag it down and have your larger items and have the other items display as smaller icons. Now, for many of us, all of these different buttons are really unnecessary. In fact, most of you probably won't use all of the different elements of Microsoft Dynamics GP. By clicking on the Configuration button and choosing the navigation pane's options, I can select which of the buttons display on my Wonder Bar. So if I don't use field service or project accounting or manufacturing or HR and payroll, I can simply uncheck those and they won't display. I can also change the order, so if I want administration to appear at the bottom, I can easily do that. Once I say OK, my navigation bar automatically updates and only those items I've selected appear. Now the next thing we'll talk about are the area home pages within the system. As I select the different options for my navigation pane, I can go into, say, the financial area where I can see all of the different financial transactions, reports, cards, inquiries that I can navigate to using the menu in the toolbar. Similarly, if I choose sales, I can go through each of these different areas and access the home pages for those sections. If I wanted to get to that cash receipts entry screen that we navigated to earlier, I can also come to the sales navigation option, choose the transactions menu, and come down to cash receipts. Now the nice thing about these menus is that you don't have to re-navigate to them. If you're doing a lot of work within the sales area of the system, you just come here, your menu stays up behind the window. So if I'm done doing my cash receipts and I need to go and edit a receivables batch, that menu is right there for me. I don't have to go back up through the transactions list and find it.